Good morning. You are listening to UpReach, a morning devotional presented by the Church Street Church of Christ in Lewisburg, Tennessee, to encourage you as you face the opportunities and challenges of today. Let's begin this day together with some inspiring thoughts from God's holy word.
Therefore I exhort first of all that supplications, prayers, intercessions, and giving of thanks be made for all men, for kings and all who are in authority, that we may lead a quiet and peaceable life in all godliness and reverence. For this is good and acceptable in the sight of God our Savior, who desires all men to be saved and to come to the knowledge of the truth. 1 Timothy chapter 2, verses 1 through 4. If Christianity and all that Christianity stands for were to somehow be removed from this world, then there would be very few privileges left to enjoy. The care of the sick, the aged, and the poor began as a Christian undertaking. There was no such thing as a hospital until Christianity came. Aristotle, in laying down the laws for his ideal state, says, "Let there be a law that no deformed child shall be reared." Vara, in giving rules for farming, advises that any aged slave who has passed his work should be thrown out and left to die, just as a broken farm implement is thrown onto the rubbish heap. If the Christian ethic were to be removed, all that is good in the welfare state would be removed as well. It happened in Germany. Christianity was banished from the state, the gas chamber became the end of the aged, the poor and the sick were used for medical experiments, the Jews were tortured and died by the thousands. Let those who wish to enjoy the privileges of a Christian nation remember that they will not enjoy them long if the nation ceases to be Christian. Freedom of speech and conscience are specifically Christian possessions. It was those seeking to be Christian who won these things for this and for every other country which possesses them. Take Christianity away, and they are lost. It happened in Russia. Under a communist regime, an opposition party is unthinkable, and criticism of the government is suicide. Let those who wish to enjoy Christian freedom remember that they will not enjoy it for long if the nation ceases to be Christian. Life is full of people today who want all the privileges, yet none of the responsibilities, all of the rights, yet none of the duties. Those of us who wish to enjoy all the privileges of a Christian civilization ought to ask ourselves if we are doing anything to keep our civilization Christian, and if we are not, then we will have no one but ourselves to blame if we wake up someday to find out that our privileges are gone. What about you today? Are you taking the responsibility to do everything in your power to keep our society, or even our community, headed in a Christian direction? Why not take a moment right now and pray for God's blessings on His church and on the community in which we live?
This has been UpReach, a presentation of the Church Street Church of Christ in Lewisburg, Tennessee. I am Kyle Bolton, the pulpit minister at Church Street, and I would like to personally invite you to come and share times of Bible study and worship with us each week. We meet every Sunday at 9 o'clock a.m. for our morning worship, followed by our Sunday school for all ages at 10:15 a.m. Then we meet again at 6 o'clock p.m. for our evening worship. We also have a midweek meeting for devotion and Bible study on Wednesdays at 6:30 p.m. I hope to see you there. Have a blessed day.
Blessed Jesus, come to me, soothe my soul with rays of peace, as I look to